Hello and welcome to my first unboxing video. I thought it would be nice to do this for games that I've worked on the video for. It's really cool seeing something that I've worked in 3D and animation finally like coming to life. It's also really cool that, the designers send me the game. So this is Mind MGMT, which is a huge box. It's bigger than I thought it would be. I loved working on this video. It was a very special video using amazing art by Matt Kindt, and he's a genius. I own the comic book, which is really good. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. Love these covers. People think that I'm trying to study math when I read this, but yeah, definitely worth it. So let's have a look. Yeah, this is the first time I'm ever doing something like this, so I don't know if there's any sort of guidelines to how to do this properly. Yeah, you know this thing where you try to open the box and it just takes forever? Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the cover itself. The cover itself has a secret UV map. If you just tilt it right against the light, you suddenly see that the picture isn't exactly the same as the one on the cover. You can see skull, you can see all these writings around with all these secret messages, and this is something cool about the game itself. It's filled with hidden Easter eggs, and it's something we also incorporated into the video itself. We hit tons of like little fun subliminal messages, and wow, okay. This game, I mean, opening it is just, this is the first thing you see. Okay, this just shouts out at you. And this is a well-known image from the comics of Maru. Sorry if I mispronounce any of the names. And this is the huge box that has all the shift system decks. And they're like a legacy type thing, which you can add to the game as you progress. You open it up and this is what you see inside. You open it further, you see the packs from one side. This is if it's like an asymmetrical game. So this is if one team wins and this is if the other team wins. You open them to just add more stuff and add more advantage to each side. Okay, one thing that you can't see or sense is the smell. The smell of a new game is just amazing. Rule book, and here we have, this is the screen, which the recruiter, he's like the first team, he hides behind the screen. This screen is what we used for the background for the animation part of the video, the first part of the video. I had this whole graphic and it sort of zoomed in and panned around, and I hidden like all sort of recruiter agents, and I like hid them, one in the bus, one in the window, one in the door, and then you sort of zoom into it. So this graphic was just so detailed, it was fun playing with it. Oh, this looks so good. And here's the board, which is huge. Okay, it's funny because with 3D, I keep everything to the right dimensions, but I didn't expect it to be this big. It's enormous. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. Tons of goof. Oh, point is, don't make editing stuff for yourself. Okay, so this is the board. You are like rogue agents and you need to hide around, and you need to find the recruiter that is hiding in one of the squares. And by clues that you give that you get and that you investigate, you can just try to track him down, either by one against one or against a team. The other side has a comics, which for me is really exciting to really discover what that is and how does that connect to the canon. Here's the mini board. This is for the recruiter. He uses it and he writes on it where he's going to move. This is hidden from the players, and this is also has a comics on the back side. And we have the components. Okay, and now this is the deluxe version. It's not the version I did for, we did actually two versions of this video. We did the version for Kickstarter, which was before all the stretch goals were implemented, before only all sort of deluxe version upgrades were added. We didn't have like meeples or anything. It was very, very basic standees. Now I know that this retail version also has standees, but the deluxe one has these meeples, which have the face on one side and what's going on in their mind in the other. And if you've read the comics, you get the reference. It's funny because when I started working on the video, I haven't read the comics yet. I was really intrigued and I said, okay, I gotta get into it. And then I obviously bought the books and started reading. So now I get the reference. I don't know if you want me to go into spoilers or something like that, so I'll keep it very basic, but the back of their heads is very telling to their backstory. It's like X-Men, just instead of crazy superpowers, it's all mental powers that people have. So those are the meeples, and everything here has a crazy Matt Kindt design, which is very surprising if you look into it. So these meeples were really fun to model for the upgraded video, which I did for the retail version. These are the recruiters that the recruiter tries to get. And you can see it's a face, but if you look carefully, you can see the silhouette of a screaming face on the inside. And I try to give that spotlight in the video for 2 seconds because it's just so cool. I felt it would be bad if I didn't give it its moment to shine. And we have these tokens, which you can write on clues and stuff. The cards, dry erase markers, and footprints, which also have this cool screaming face inside them. Oh, and the most important thing of all, you have the red tinted eyeglass thing. Now this is an actual mechanic for the game to show the progression of time of rounds, but it can also be used to find secrets in the board game itself. Now I can already see here on the sides of the box, it has writing. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you put the red thing against it, it says something else. Now the campaign had tons of secrets in it, the video had secrets in it, and the game has, so I'm really excited to dive into it. So just wanted to say thank you to Jay Cormier for sending me the game. I really enjoyed working on it, and yeah, looking forward to playing this.